Here is a story for spring. Once upon a time and a long time ago, when the world was brand new, God was busy creating. He'd made everything, he'd created everything, and now he needed to colour it in. And so he was going around with his divine cosmic paint box, giving everything its colour. He painted the sky blue and white, sometimes grey in patches. He came all the way down to the ground and painted each blade of grass green. He had some left over and painted the leaves on the trees green. The bark was brown and grey, and God set himself busily painting all the flowers too. And when his work was done, God sat back and gave himself a pat on the back. Everybody needs appreciating. When all of a sudden, up to God came Snow. And Snow said, "Hey God, I hear you're giving out colours and I haven't got a colour." And there was Snow, perfectly colourless, perfectly see-through. This was a long time ago. And God said, "Oh, well, I've run out of paint colours now. You'll have to go around and ask the other things if they've got some colour to spare." And so that's what Snow did. Off went Snow to the daffodils. "Hey daffodils, can you spare me some of your yellow?" "Oh no," said the daffodils. "We need to trumpet spring loudly and clearly. We need every bit of vibrant yellow we can summon up. I'm sorry, we've got no spare." Snow went to the trees and called up, "Can you spare some green for me?" And the trees said, "No, there's so many of us and we've got millions and zillions, trillions of leaves. We have no green to spare." And Snow went here, there and everywhere, asking flowers and leaves, cliffs and mountains if they had any colour to spare. And they simply didn't. Last of all, Snow came to a tiny little flower, the Snowdrop. "Hey Snowdrop," said Snow, "have you got any colour to spare? I haven't got a colour." "Of course I have," said Snowdrop. And Snowdrop peeled off just a little strip of white and gave that bit of white to Snow. And that's why Snow is white. And from that day on, Snowdrop and Snow became firm friends. And Snow said to Snowdrop, "In return for your kindness, I will always pay you back by making sure you can grow unhampered and unimpinged, even when I'm laying in the thickest blanket. You will be safe, little Snowdrop, and thank you for your kindness." And if you doubt that my story is true, you only have to go to a little clump of snowdrops. And if you peer inside that snowdrop, you'll see a little patch of green on the sepals inside, which is the little bit of green that the snowdrop was left behind when she gave Snow that colour white. Every snowdrop is missing a little bit of white as testimony to that story of the hope and the colour, the generosity and the kindness of spring. And I see trees of green, red roses too, and I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colours of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends